Hello, and welcome to the Clark SBC Sports Desk. I'm Dylan Ringwood. On tonight's show, we have a report on the Game 7 in the NBA's Eastern Conference, highlights of the Yankees and the Mets both in action, and we'll check in with Tommy, who will be reporting live from TD Bank Ballpark, plus all your latest scores and updates. But first, we head to the ice for tonight's top story. Hollywood has become Hockeywood, as the Los Angeles Kings have defeated the New Jersey Devils in the 2012 Stanley Cup Finals to win their first cup in their 45-year franchise. After taking the first 3 games of the series, the Kings saw the Devils come back and win the next 2. However, in Game 6, it was all LA. The Kings took advantage of Steve Bernier's 5-minute major penalty for boarding, which allowed LA to jump to a quick 3-0 lead. The Kings would go on to wrap up and win the series, winning the game 6-1. Captain Dustin Brown became just the second American-born captain to raise the cup, and goaltender Jonathan Quick was named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner as the playoff MVP. Now we head to the ice for the Diamond, where the Mets were hosting the world champion St. Louis Cardinals at Citi Field. This is going to be Johan Santana's 11th start since missing the 2011 season with shoulder surgery. Carlos Beltran is back to Citi Field. He hits a line drive right down the third base line, called foul by Adrian Johnson, but the slow-mo sees it puts up chalk. He continues at bat later and grounds out to David Wright, who throws him out at first. Jose Alcundo and Mike Matheny go to argue the call. In the bottom of the 6th, right fielder Lucas Duda hits a blast to right center field to bring in 2 runs. Mets lead 5-0 through the 6th inning. Yadier Molina in the 7th likes to break up Johan Santana's no-no, but left fielder Mike Baster says no-no as he collides into the wall. Johan Santana is pumped up on the catch, but as the slow-mo sees, you can see how hard he collides with that wall. He would leave the game because of a shoulder injury, and Johan is pumped because his no-hitter is still going. As we go to the top of the 9th, 3-2 pitch, all the Mets fans are on their feet. World Series MVP David Freese looks to break up the no-hitter, but a strike 3 miss on the breaking ball, and that is the first no-hitter in Mets history of their franchise. All the Mets pour onto the field to celebrate Johan Santana. As they pour out to celebrate, Johan salutes to the crowd, and the Mets would end up winning the game 8-0 on 8 hits. The Mets would move to 29-23. Johan Santana moves as a starter 3-2. Adam Wainwright 4-6. Now we move to Heat and Celtics. This was the third time was a charm for LeBron James. After going 0-2 in his first 2 career Game 7s, LeBron and the Miami Heat outlasted the Boston Celtics 101-88 in a 31-point blowout in Game 7. The Celtics led by 7 at halftime and even held advantage with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. However, over those last 8 minutes, the Heat would outscore Boston 20-6 to steal the win. James finished with a game-high 31 points and 12 rebounds, while Dwayne Wade chipped in with 23 points. The Miami Heat advanced to the NBA Finals for the 2nd straight season, and this time they will be matched up against Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now back to the baseball park in the Bronx, where the Yankees host the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays look to avoid a sweep by sending out 26-year-old David Price. The Yankees send out 31-year-old CC Sabathia. As we go to the first inning, Robbie Cano hits a gapper, but Elliot Johnson saves him to throw him out at first. As you can see, Cano was unpleased with that call. Elliot Johnson's back up to plate, hits one to Alex Rodriguez. He may need a web redemption for that throw over the Mark Teixeira's head. Elliot Johnson will advance to second on the dead ball. Next batter is D.H. Ben Zobrist. He hits a ball into the gap. Elliot Johnson scores on that. That's 20th RBI of the season. And Drew Studden drives CC Sabathia's low pitch deep into the wall, scoring 2 runs. The Rays will take a 5-1 lead after that, and the Rays will lead 5-1 through 4. Matt Joyce scores on that play as well. The bottom of the 5th, Robbie Cano's the tying run, and he grounds out to the second baseman, Drew Studden, to end the inning. Rays end up winning the game 7-3 on 10 hits and 1 error. In minor league baseball tonight, the Somerset Patriots are in action against the Bridgeport Bluefish. Our own Thomas Gray is standing by live at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater with an update.
Thanks. I'm here at TD Bank Ballpark where the Somerset Patriots are taking on the Bridgeport Bluefish. It's 4-3 after 5 innings after Jeff Nettles' 2-run shot. Later that inning, Patriots pitcher Mike McDonald left the game with a right ring finger blister. There's still no report on his condition. It's also 8,300 fans, which is a sellout crowd here on this beautiful NASCAR night. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Tom. Now let's look at the scores for tonight's action. In MLB, the American League, the Boston Red Sox squeezed past the Toronto Blue Jays in a 5-2 game, and the Texas Rangers destroyed the Detroit Tigers 10-3. Now as we head to the National League, the Philadelphia Phillies demolished the Pittsburgh Pirates 7-0. The St. Louis Cardinals edged past the Miami Marlins 2-1 in a close game. That will do it for tonight's edition of the Clark SBC Sports Desk. Be sure to join us back here tomorrow for all the latest sports, news, highlights, and scores from around the country. Until then, I'm Dylan Ringwood. Good night from Clark SBC Sports Desk.